Hello everyone and welcome to SVW Sanctum. I am your host Nigel Montgomery, and tonight we have possibly the most stacked card in SVW history. From the get-go, we have huge match after huge match with a bumper duel main event to top things off. Tonight, Prim will take on her twin sister Princess Noir in our women's main event after the shenanigans of last week where Princess put me in my place about a faux pas on commentary. Prim will also look to settle the score on my behalf with her sister. Will this affect Prim's title shot at Homecoming? We'll find out. Also tonight, Switch defends the SVW YouTube TV Championship against Skoob in our men's main event. This feud got very personal last week, so expect high drama and action. Pokiday teams with House of Soul to take on Blood Moon and Alice Blight. The SVW Tag Team Champions take on Chris Newton and Stigma. Tyler Kruz and DJP reignite their family rivalry, and Indi Lashley is looking to return to action against Doctor's wishes. We will also hear from Krystal M, Impact Legacy and the Postman before their matches at Homecoming. But first, I'll just check it's safe to start here. Hang on. Yes, the coast is clear. First, the SVW Women's Champion will take on Bekachu in one-on-one action. I told you this show was going to be stacked. Remember, Selina Weaver, our SVW Women's Champion, will face Prim at Homecoming in a 20-minute Iron Woman match. However, tonight it's just standard fare, one-on-one, non-title match. However, this could change the complexion of that match, much like the main event here tonight. So the SVW Women's Championship match is going to bookend this show in that way. Let's go straight down to the ring and let's not wait any longer. So remember, until recently, Bekachu was undefeated when she lost her tag match. However, in singles action, she still has not been pinned. So that could provide an interesting outcome here tonight. Remember, Selina Weaver last beating Prim. We haven't seen her in action since.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Authority from Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky, Bekachu.
So ladies and gentlemen, Bekachu making her way to the ring. This is a huge match for Bekachu, going one-on-one with the women's champion. Bekachu has never had a shot at that championship. Like I say, like we've said, Prim will be facing Selina Weaver at Homecoming in what is turning out to be one of our most stacked cards in history. We may get a rundown of that tonight, but we do believe that there may be a crimp in our main event, so keep an eye out for that later this evening. The show is still going ahead, but it's a card subject to change. Sometimes there's things beyond your control. But Bekachu looking ready for action here. Selina Weaver now making her way to the ring. Selina more subdued than normal. We do believe her sword has been taken at customs, so she isn't able to do her normal entrance. However, Selina's still looking like a proper badass with this women's championship. Sounds really weird when I say that word in an English accent, but ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a phenomenal show, and this is the perfect way to start the show tonight. Here we go, our women's champion is ready. Bekachu is ready. Let's do this. So, ladies and gentlemen, this match has a contender, match of the year contender written all over it. Much like all of the matches here tonight. And these ladies are not in a hurry to get underway here. Oh, Selina just asked Becca to punch her, but she actually kicked her instead. And this is how this is going to start. Trading the blows to begin. I expect nothing less from these two competitive ladies. Also remember Bekachu, very close friends with Prim. Selina will be using this match and make a statement, or she will try to anyway. Series of chops. This match is just going to go chop fest crazy right at the beginning. And here come the right hands, and these ladies now punching each other out. This could be violent. Off the rope, Selina with the moonsault. Didn't get all of it. Her feet hitting Bekachu though. Selina off the ropes, maybe looking for that meteor. Well, she did, but Bekachu saw it coming. Moved out of the way. Kick of her own. Oh, she went for a kick there, and I think Selina actually blocked that. Off the rope, Selina with the knee of her own. And now going for a pin. I'm not sure if you're going to pin Bekachu that quickly, to be fair. Stomp, misses. Collar and elbow tie up. And Selina backing Bekachu to that corner. Referee will get in and then call for a clean break. Right hand by Selina. Selina with a kick. I think she was looking for that meteor, but Becca was too close to the ropes to pull it off safely. And here comes that combination we've seen so many times. And a swing and a sweep. Selina going up, off the rope with the meteor. Becca moved. And landing on your knees like that is not going to do you the world of good. Good kick there by Becca. But ladies and gentlemen, the show here bookended by the Women's Championship match. Selina in this one, Prim in the main event. Their 20-minute Iron Woman match should be something to behold at Homecoming. We will do another card recap at the end of the show. Oh, look at these punches here by Bekachu. And now she's standing on Selina. Oh, beautiful stomp to the chest. Well, Selina's up. Women's champion not totally likely to that punishment. And you can see, if you look at here, Selina's got a bruise on her face already. I think Becca may have connected with a stiff kick earlier. Drop kick. A bit too early on that. Pulled it too early. That time she didn't know. Selina's down. Becca telling Selina to get up. We might be able to see the clothesline that Becca's very fond of here. And there it is. Becca going for the pin. 1. Ooh. Remember, we've got 8 more matches for you here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as well as promos from Krystal Meth to Postman and Impact Legacy. Remember, Krystal Meth apparently will have something to say about... Oh, and a bunny destroyer by Bekachu. Runs in and takes Selina out. Becca might be looking for that shooting star press, and she hits it. Are we going to have an upset here? 1, 2, no. One of Bekachu's biggest moves. Becca off the rope, and oh, Selina got her knees up, baiting Becca in there, I think. Running boot. Oh no, she went for the knee. Fell short. I think Selina stumbled there. I think her legs actually weakened. Bekachu, maybe her head. She's holding her head here. Could have a serious injury to the women's champ here. Hopefully this isn't going to jeopardize Homecoming. And Becca, oh, the rolling senton, but I think Selina got her knees up there. And a running knee to the face. Selina rolls back in. Breaking the count. And Selina going up top. And Bekachu is skipping. I don't know if she wanted to do that with the meteor coming at her. Kick to the head. Becca's not going down without a fight though. Pele kick by Becca. Selina running in, and oh, both of them went for a knee at the same time. Selina was determined to hit that knee, and so far Becca's had a counter for it. Northern Light suplex, maybe into a brainbuster here. Yes. On the outside as well. Becca getting back in the ring. Or maybe not. Becca's going up top now. Becca off the rope with the elbow drop. Selina up. And there's the knee to Aura. Again. So every time one of these women's go back in the ring, it breaks the count. There's Selina going. These ladies taking turns to come off the top rope. Off the rope with another Meteora, but Becca moved. And the referee is telling them to get this action back in the ring now. Oh, going for the Fire Women's carry into the Death Valley driver. Referee's back to 1. Referee having a bit of leniency with this opening match. Becca into the barricade. And as I say, I think Selina's got a big old welt on her face from those kicks from Becca. That's probably what's done it. Let's see if we can get a close-up in a minute. And Becca going up top again. These ladies not scared to go up top. Off the rope with the crossbody. So if Becca can knock off the champion here, that does make you wonder if she'll get a title shot later on. Goes for the kick. Misses. And for the legs, locking the legs around Becca's head. So these ladies having the wherewithal to break the count every time they go up top. They make sure they do. Becca rolls back in. Becca getting this crowd hyped up for this. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first of many major matches we've got coming tonight. Oh, what a right hand by Selina. Knocks Bekachu staggered into the corner. So Selina needs to get back in so she doesn't get counted out. And she does. Right hand. Goes for the roundhouse kick. Becca trips her. Becca avoided wherever that was. And Becca here going for the octopus stretch, the Black Widow, whatever you want to call it. If she can get the women's champ to tap out, that'd be a major moment. Oh, nice drop toe hold by Selina, reversing it. Selina running in, again, still not able to hit that knee just yet. Becca with a roll through. And look at that move. Oh, Becca shoving off Selina, and a shoulder block knocks her over. It's been a hell of a match so far. Becca runs Selina over the ropes. Like I say, these ladies have been out of the ring a lot so far. And Selina, the story of Selina, she hasn't been able to hit that running knee at the moment. Becca's managed to avoid it so far. Kick to the leg. Our women's champion having a bit of trouble here with Bekachu. Russian leg sweep. No, but ladies and gentlemen, we still have the SVW tag champions, Mason Luther and Terry Tuff. Oh, into the stairs for Becca. They will be taking on Chris Newton and Stigma. And remember, if Newton and Stigma win here tonight, they get a title shot at a later date after Homecoming, once the triple threat ladder match is out the way. As I say, we also have Prim versus Princess Noir. Skoob versus Switch for the SVW YouTube and Television Championship. We've also got House of Soul and Pokiday, what a team that is, taking on Alice Blight and Blood Moon. Not to mention we've also got DJP versus Tyler Kruz in a revisit of that family feud. Oh, what a kick by Becca. Have a knee to the arm. We've got all of that plus promos from Krystal M, Postman and Impact Legacy to come. Becca trying to shove Selina back to the corner. And again, the Selina with a miss of the knee. Becca scouted that move so well. And Becca here trying to put Selina in a really compromising position here with a submission. Drops her on her back. Going for the pin. Like I say, if Bekachu can knock off the women's champion here, this will be a huge result for her. Anything can happen in SVW, we all know that. I mean, just look what happened to me last week when Princess Noir decided to pay me a visit. Literally anything can happen, ladies and gentlemen. These elbows hit by Selina. Oh, side of the head. At this point in the match, we're about 10 minutes in at this point. And the Pele kick again. Every kick that happens, every punch hitting in the forehead or into the head. And Becca with the moonsault. Selina roll back in the ring. Selina not staying out there to accept that move. The women half Nelson suplex. Bekachu throwing the champion over. And Selina with the moonsault. She hits it. So at the moment, Selina just having trouble hitting that running knee. I don't think posing there was a good idea either. Into the corner. These ladies starting to feel the wear and tear of this match now. Forearm to the back by Becca. And again. So this is a main event worthy match. We just had such a stacked card. There was nowhere else to put it. So rather than put it at the end, we just gave it to you first. 1, 2. Selina kicking out. Like I said, this whole card, phenomenal from top to bottom. Like I said, we've still got Daniel Hammer versus Kinsel Antoine. We've still got Cassandra versus the debut in Reese Donovan. And so much more to bring you here tonight. Selina lining up here. This is that devil's trick, that running knee. And it's not the knee she was looking for, but it's a suitable alternative. Selina with the roundhouse kick. Oh, there it is, the crosshatch kick. Is that it for our women's champ? 1, 2, no. Bekachu kicks out. I don't think Selina herself can believe that. Roundhouse knee. Oh, the first one missed, but the second one hit its target. Becca blocked the first one. Didn't expect two in quick succession. Off the rope with the knee to the face. And now Selina's hitting all the knees. Is that enough? 1, 2, no. Selina holding her head in anger. She's not entirely sure what to do next. She's hitting all the big moves now, though. Becca can't afford to keep taking these sort of moves. And she has reversed that suplex. Forearm to the back. Into the ropes. Becca with a drop kick. On the money. Straight on the jaw there. Did you see the impact of that? Selina's head rocking back with the impact. Speaking of impact, like I say, we will hear from the sexy Crumpy himself later tonight. Bekachu looking to maybe fly here. It's been a stellar opener so far. There's that clothesline, but no, Selina saw it coming this time. It's been a stellar opener of a match. And what do we expect when you've got the women's champion in the ring? Oh, rolling leg sweep. Becca landed hard in her face. Face planting that canvas. Off the rope with the foot stomp. Dago Barker's patented finishing move. This was a various version of that. 1, 2, and Becca's done. Selina puts her away. What a match that was. Stunning match to start the show. And so Becca here trying to hang up Selina in the corner. Couldn't in the end, so gave her snake eyes instead. And like I say, the story here tonight was the knee, that running knee that Selina tried to hit multiple times. So she couldn't. So she hit various other knees as well, including this one, which hit Becca right on the jaw. And then a crosshatch kick, a patented finisher. And to Bekachu's credit, she kicked out with this. But the damage was done at that point. So when Selina hit that foot stomp from halfway across the ring, it was over. What a match.
Here is your winner, Selina Weaver.
And you can see there's a welt there on Selina's face from where Becca kicked her really hard earlier. It doesn't look as bad as it did earlier on, but congratulations to our SVW Women's Champion. Selina picking up a huge win here tonight. And here comes that spinning kick we did not see at the beginning of the show. Hopefully she'll have a sword back next week, or at homecoming, shall we say. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Selina Weaver. She picks up a huge win. Ladies and gentlemen, up next it is Daniel Hammer versus Kinsel Antoine. This match was postponed from last week due to travel issues. Kinsel Antoine could not get to the arena, so we're going to see it here tonight. Kinsel Antoine, remember last time we saw him, he had that very impressive streak in the gauntlet where he lost eventually to the winner. Eventually lost to AJ, and then AJ lost to the eventual winner, Chris Newton. So Kinsel Antoine, very impressive. We haven't seen him in singles action yet. Daniel Hammer, an up-and-coming blue chipper in SVW. This is going to be a great match. Let's see how these two get on in the ring. So, ladies and gentlemen, we did have a couple of issues a few weeks ago. They were very subtle, but audio issues. I might hear a little bit of crackling. I do apologise if you do that. I think it might just be my headset, to be fair.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 241 pounds, Daniel Hammer!
So here comes Daniel Hammer. Still looking to pick up his first win in SVW. Like I say, a lot of blue chip prospects in SVW. We've got to start somewhere. Following this match, we will see the debut of another blue chip prospect, which is our first ever scholarship in SVW, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very big moment for us. Reese Donovan coming into this ring. The proverbial, should we say, enhancement talent. I don't know if that's the right way to word it. I don't want to put Reese Donovan down. She's a phenomenal talent. But she's a scholarship. She's on a scholarship. She's 19 years of age and she'll be taking on Cassandra.
From Grenoble, France, weighing in at 242 pounds, French Magnum, Kinsel Antoine.
So here comes Kinsel Antoine, the French Magnum, as our commentator just said. As I was just saying a moment ago, Reese Donovan will be taking on Cassandra in her debut match. Cassandra, one half of Dead Spirit, our goth cheerleader tag team. And like I say, Reese Donovan, a prospect to watch. She's 19 years of age. I believe she has a very, very bright future with SVW. That match is next. This match now, Kinsel Antoine taking on Daniel Hammer. You can bet Hammer's been watching those matches through that gauntlet match where he took out multiple wrestlers, including Sadistic Skulls, which was the result that shocked everyone here in SVW. This man is powerful, he's quick, he's strong, he's charismatic, but the main thing is he can get the job done in this ring, and that's all wrestlers need to do in SVW. So here we go, Kinsel Antoine versus Daniel Hammer. And Hammer runs in with the head scissors. Hammer knows he's going to have to hit Kinsel quick here. Nice moonsault as well. And he timed that if you saw it right. He didn't go straight away for that move. Standing shooting star press, but maybe he didn't time that one so right. Yeah, Kinsel holding his knee there. I think he buckled it a little bit by putting his knees up. Irish whip. Hammer over to the apron. Oh, blocked the punch from Kinsel. Straight back in. Hammer's not going to go down without a fight here. Kinsel with an elbow though. And like I say, Kinsel is powerful. Hammer cannot allow... Ooh, okay, he's pushing him back to the corner. Hammer can't allow Kinsel to get his power game into motion. Once he starts using those suplexes and throws, that's when Kinsel Antoine is dangerous. Into the corner with an elbow, forearm. Kick to the ribs. Kinsel Antoine. And wait a minute, here we go. Here come the suplexes we were talking about. That underhook suplex. And an axe handle to the face. I swear I saw Daniel Hammer's face cave in then. And Kinsel now slamming Hammer to the mat. Go for the jaw. Oh no, jawbreaker by Hammer. Don't know what Kinsel was trying there. Again, now Hammer needs to stop going for the springboards that close to the opponent. But again, springboard's in. That's twice he's done that now and Kinsel caught him out. They drop him on a turnbuckle. The crowd are booing Kinsel. This was the case when he had that gauntlet match. As impressive as he was, this crowd loved to hate a foreigner. A foreign heel, should I say. Sorry, a foreigner sounds wrong. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. A foreign heel is very much a cliche in SVW, well, in wrestling generally. And the crowd are loving it. If you're not in the UK, if you're not from the UK, you're going to get booed. Well, you have a chance to. Oh my God, a head scissors attempt, and Kinsel catches Hammer mid-down, power bombs him into the middle of the earth there, I think. Daniel Hammer is just bounced his head bounce off that mat. Hammer with a springboard. Misses the handstand head scissors. Kinsel just sidestepped that. And if this is what I think it is, it's going to be the F10. Kinsel is going to throw Hammer. He's going to go for a ride. Oh my God. Is that enough? 1, 2. No. Hammer kicks out. That was almost too quick. Kinsel gets Hammer up. Hammer with the jawbreaker. Like I said, this is what Hammer can't afford to do. He can't afford to let Kinsel get that power game going. Nice uppercut. Goes for the pin. 1, not even over 2 count here. Hammer just needs to keep hitting and running. Keep hitting and running. He can't allow Kinsel to get that closeness. He can't allow him to get those moves in close. That power game is so dangerous. And there's our head scissors. We saw him attempt this a moment ago. Didn't hit it. He did this time. Hammer going to the middle ropes. Off the rope with the axe handle. Going for a knee. Oh, stomp on the arm. Hammer going up top now. What's he looking for here? He's pointing the guns at Kinsel. He needs to hit this. Oh, look at that spinning arm drag. Beautifully done. I was expecting something more powerful than that, but if it works, it works. Oh, Kinsel. Oh, with a headbutt. And just with one move, Kinsel has turned the complexion of this match around again. Dump to the back, but no, Hammer's up. Hammer with the jumping cutter. The dragon cutter, as he calls it. We're going to have an upset here. 1, 2. No, not just yet. Hammer knew he had it close then. Springboard moonsault. And the trajectory he got on that to go from that diagonal distance. It takes a lot of skill to do that, ladies and gentlemen. And Daniel Hammer's got that in spades. Hammer trying to get Kinsel in position for something. Kinsel not going to let him. Right hand. These men might be about to duke it out. Series of chops. But again, Hammer can't afford this. He can't afford a power game, a punching match with such a powerful foe. Chop. Kick to the ribs. Oh my god. And Kinsel going in with a knee. And like I say, this is the power game. He didn't even allow Hammer to continue that punching match. He might be looking for that French connection again. That F10 finisher. And he's hooking both legs. Look at that. 1, 2. It's over. Hammer did well. Really well. Kinsel, that power game is just too much. And several times here, sidestepped the offensive Hammer. That was the first one, which turned into the French connection. That spinning F10. Look at this. Look at that power. Absolute brute force. The Hammer kicked out of that one, to his credit, and I don't think Kinsel could believe that. And then this dragon cutter of hearts in our mouths at that moment. We thought Hammer had it. And he nearly did. But then it was the second French connection. It wasn't a double spin on this one. It was just a standard one. But look at the height he got on it anyway. Dropping Hammer on his face and then hooking both legs, which is a sign of a professional wrestler. You hook both legs, don't give him any chance for any leverage.
Here is your winner,
Kinsel Antoine is celebrating here. Hammer's on the apron though. I don't think Hammer's going to let this go. Kinsel is just not making eye contact with the Hammer here. Or is he? But it's just ignoring Hammer. Hammer did a good job. This is a lack of respect from Kinsel Antoine though. He could have at least acknowledged Daniel Hammer behind him. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we've seen the last of these two. But a great win for Kinsel Antoine. He's on the record books. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, up next it is the debut of Reese Donovan. As I say, our first ever SVW scholarship. 19 years of age. She is here to pave a way for her future, to make a name for herself. And tonight she's going to do that against Cassandra, one half of Dead Spirit. Cassandra, remember, the one with the black hair, not the white hair. But can Reese Donovan pull in a performance on her debut? This is her first ever wrestling match in history. This is only the 4th time she stepped in a wrestling ring. The other 3 times were all training sessions that lasted 2.5 hours. SVW encourages this type of development. Here we go.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring. Reese Donovan.
So Reese Donovan, just a basic entrance. Remember, she's on a scholarship. This is her first ever wrestling match. She's got a catchy theme tune. We'll give her that, but so she hasn't got any pyro, hasn't got any entrance music. Sorry, hasn't got any graphics yet or any light. That is going to come. This woman has got literally 10 hours of wrestling education. Oh, look at okay, power boxing in the corner. She knows what's up for stake here. She's got on a scholarship. This is going to be a huge moment for Reese Donovan. But she's going to have a tough time here against Cassandra from Dead Spirit. Remember, the first time we saw Dead Spirit, they were lost a match to Theory. crowd are booing them here. Don't that take anything away.
Accompanied by Selina, representing the Disciples. From Arkham, Massachusetts, Cassandra.
So Cassandra, the black hair, making their way to the ring with their, shall we say, very catchy theme song, We Own the Night. Frost Valentine. It's time to throw up the graphic, ladies and gentlemen. Her first album dropped this Friday gone. So the first 11 songs of SVW talent are now on Spotify, including Blaze, Skoob, Prim, Bekachu, Pokiday, The Acolytes, and many, many more. I can confirm that We Own the Night from Dead Spirit is going to be on the second volume of SVW soundtracks, and that is due to be released in the coming months. So here we go. It's going to be Cassandra versus Reese Donovan, and these ladies walking towards each other. Reese Donovan, no nonsense, as you saw, she was spar boxing a second ago. So here we go. So Reese Donovan technically sound from what we've heard. And we're looking for doing a test of strength there with the hands. Go for her collar and elbow instead. And Reese Donovan, oh my god, pushes Cassandra off. And a clothesline, and Reese Donovan has thrown the technical out the window. She's going in for punches. I think Cassandra may have underestimated Reese Donovan here. Into the corner. Away, Reese Donovan trying to get a run up. Reese Donovan's so quick. Oh my god. Knees to the back, and Cassandra, oh, with the knee to the face. Reese Donovan down to the mat. I don't want to cast aspersions on Reese Donovan, but this reminds me of when the Goths come up against the cool people in school. So I'm not saying Reese Donovan is a cool person, but the contrast here between the outfits, the styles, it's probably going to become more evident as the match goes on. Waistline, oh, okay. Waistlock go behind here by Cassandra. Oh, snapmare takeover and into a rear choke, rear face lock. A rear naked choke. Or rest hold, or whatever you want to call it nowadays. Reese Donovan showing some impressive in-ring skill. Oh, drop kick, didn't get all of that. Don't know where the waistlock go behind. Rear chin lock, that's the move I was looking for a moment ago, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise. Like I said, Reese Donovan trying to cut Cassandra off at any opportunity. She goes to the outside now. I think that was a mistake. Headlock takeover. Reese Donovan showing some spirit here. Stomp. Reese Donovan with the arm breaker. Referee is counting. She will be lenient if she has to, but no need. Reese Donovan throws Cassandra back in. She's going top rope. Reese Donovan with a knee. Oh, she goes. I think she was going for a foot stomp there. Oh, wait a minute. Sabrina's just thrown a kendo stick in the ring. Reese Donovan with a clothesline. Referee will throw that kendo stick out of here. Oh, spin kick there by Reese. Reese Donovan is showing impressive skill here. Nice power slam. Irish whip. Off the rope. And a super kick attempt, but Cassandra moved out of the way there. Right hand and a series of strikes into the underhook, into a underhook suplex. Oh, wait, man, go for the leg split, leg drop. Maybe too early to hit that. It is. Reese kicks out, and Cassandra is throwing a hissy fit. She cannot believe that Reese Donovan kicked out of this. Fight forever is this crowd chant. They are impressed with Reese Donovan. Cassandra in with the rolling kick to the back. Reese Donovan needs to stop taking these big moves, that's for sure. She did a good job so far. And she's reversing this. Reese Donovan goes for the kick. Oh, wait, what's this here by Cassandra? Oh my god! She calls out the final dance. 1, 2, and Reese Donovan's out. But what a performance from Reese Donovan. And also what a performance from Cassandra. Reese Donovan with 10 hours of wrestling experience, ladies and gentlemen, just gave us that match. And look at this. Cassandra hitting her finishing move, the leg split. One of her signature moves, and Reese kicked out of that. Like I said, Reese was trying for a super kick there, and Cassandra caught it. And then the final dance. Look at this spinning reverse DDT. What a move by Cassandra to win it. But Reese Donovan has got no reason to be ashamed here. She did a phenomenal job in her debut.
Here is your winner,
So Cassandra picks up the win. And Sabrina here to celebrate with her. But like I say, this has another story here. Reese Donovan put in a hell of a show for someone who's only got 10 hours of wrestling education. And the Dead Spirit are happy with this. Look at this. Showing off a little bit. The crowd are booing here. But ladies and gentlemen, Reese Donovan has made a huge impact here tonight. Congratulations to both ladies. This show continues. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the next match, our tag team match of the evening between the SVW Tag Team Champions, Apollo Nation, and Stigma and Chris Newton, we are headed over to the Postman to see what he has to say. Obviously, Postman facing Stigma for the SVW Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls match at SVW Homecoming. Let's see what the oldest member of the roster has to say.
History will tell you that I'm the oldest wrestler in SVW. And you know something? I'm proud of that. Every ache, every scar, every grey hair, they all mean I was fortunate enough to stay in this game long enough to earn them. Be part of creating this company with my son, my daughter, the amazing wrestlers and talent that you see on YouTube every week. But, and this makes me laugh, somebody apparently looked at the oldest wrestler on the roster and thought, you know what he needs? 2 out of 3 falls. I'm at an age where getting out of a chair sometimes counts as the first fall. And getting into bed makes me tap quicker than being locked in a Groucho submission hold. But now, I've got to wrestle what could essentially be 2 or 3 matches back to back. Whoever booked this thing? My boy did. I get it, son. Ratings matter. I'm proud of you. But we need to have a conversation, you and I. You can pay the physio bills, because I am going up against a monster. Stigma. Joking aside, you're the reigning defending SVW champion for a reason. I respect what you've accomplished. I respect what you've had to go through to hold that championship. And most importantly, I respect the man carrying it. Your story is one for the ages. When we meet, I expect nothing less than the fight of my life. Because there's something an old man learns eventually. You don't get many chances like this. When you're young, you think there'll always be another match, another opportunity, another night to make history. You lose one, you tell yourself you'll get the next one. You fall down, there's always tomorrow. At my age, you know better. I've been doing this long enough to understand that eventually, tomorrow stops being a guarantee. So I'm not walking into this match believing I'm entitled to anything. I don't deserve that championship simply because I've been around longer than everybody else. If I want it, I have to earn it. And against a champion like Stigma, once isn't going to be enough. I have to beat you twice. Maybe you beat me first. Maybe I find myself one fall down, aching all over, pissing blood all over the mat, wondering whether these old bones have enough left for another round. But that's the thing about experience, Stigma. I've been knocked down before. I've lost matches. I've made mistakes. I've had nights where I wondered whether I still belonged here. And every single time, I got back up. That's what all these years have taught me. Not how to be invincible, how to keep going. So when that bell rings, I'm going to give you everything I have left. Not because I hate you, Not because I think I deserve that championship more than you do, but because after all these years, I still believe I can win it. And if you beat me twice, Stigma, I'll shake your hand, look you in the eye, and tell everybody that the better man won. But if this old postman has learned anything over all these years, well, I might just be delivering myself an SVW championship. Because the postman always delivers. On August 25th, may the best man win.
Okay, short and sweet from the postman. We expected nothing less. Like I say, he always delivers, as he said at the end of the promo. Ladies and gentlemen, up next it is a tag team match with huge implications. If Chris Newton and Stigma can somehow pin or beat the SVW Tag Team Champions here tonight, they will earn a tag team title shot, whether it's against Apollo Nation or whoever walks out of SVW Homecoming as your tag team champions. So huge stakes here tonight. Like I say, Chris Newton is in that Homecoming King match at Homecoming. Stigma, as we said, is defending the title against the Postman. However, this match could put a little crimp in their future plans. Let's go down to the ring and see who's going to walk out on top here. So ladies and gentlemen, the Postman putting Stigma on notice. The Postman has a game plan. Remember, he won a gauntlet to actually win the shot at the title to begin with. So being in the ring with one man as opposed to 6 or 5 others, it varies a little bit when it comes to the challenge. So here come the SVW Tag Team Champions, and again the boos ringing out in unison.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 452 pounds, the tag team champions, Mason Luthor and Tough Man Terry the Nation.
So this capacity crowd are not fans of the Apollo Nation, and Apollo Nation are making history at the moment. It's not hard to do because they are the first ever tag team champions. But the longer they hold those belts, the longer their reign becomes. At the moment they are making history just by being the tag team champions. There was a bit of criticism about them a few weeks ago. They were criticised for getting counted out, potentially on purpose, especially when Apollo Gabriel was in their corner. But they have proved themselves when they needed to, especially in their last match when they retained by pinfall. But tonight they're going to be up against a different breed of tag team. It's not even a tag team, it's 2 men put together, 2 good friends who both have one common goal. And here comes Chris Newton. And listen to this crowd go, mate. Go crazy. And you saw the bus in the background there with Chris Newton. I'm sitting in that bus and those crowd noises just reverberated around the building around me. Surprised you did not hear it in my microphone.
And their opponents, first from Manchester, England, weighing in at 230 pounds, Chris Newton!
So Chris Newton looking to pick up his first SVW championship. He has always aspired to be tag team champion despite being a single star. And like I say, him and Stigma get on very, very well. They've had their differences in the past. Remember at Genesis it was these 2 facing off against one another. Stigma did come out on top in that match. But Chris Newton and Stigma are friends. They do respect each other. Despite Morgan Lovecraft burning those Manchester United shirts a couple of weeks ago. And the top pyro's going off here for Chris Newton. We've only got a pyro budget of a certain amount. Chris Newton, calm down. So Chris Newton, ladies and gentlemen, ready for action. Like I say, if him and Stigma can win this match, regardless of the nature, they will get an SVW tag team title opportunity. But the key question is here, can Stigma and Chris Newton coexist? It's a cliche question in wrestling. But let's not forget, Stigma is the current reigning defending SVW champion. And tonight, this isn't about his belt. It's potentially about the men across from him in the ring's titles. Stigma holding up the SVW Championship with pride. He is very proud to represent SVW.
And his partner from Aberdeen, Scotland, weighing in at 260 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Punisher.
So Stigma making his way to the ring. Like I say, very proud to be SVW champion. And ladies and gentlemen, if you missed the announcement last week, and if you happen to be under a rock for some reason, Stigma and Morgan Lovecraft are getting married on Halloween. And SVW just so happens to be having a pay-per-view that week as well on Halloween. So yes, the two are going to be mutually exclusive. You are invited. It is black tie compulsory, or black outfit compulsory regardless. The Stigma and Morgan Lovecraft are tying the knot. So ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Stigma and Morgan Lovecraft, long-term partners, fiancés, and now husband and wife as of the 31st of October. Let's be honest, if you're at the wedding, would you want to stand up if the vicar asked you, or whoever's hosting the ceremony, if they ask you if there's anyone here present that decides who feels these two should not be married, are you going to be the one who stands up and says that with Stigma and Morgan looking at you? I don't think anyone's going to do that, but makes you wonder, doesn't it? So here we go. Terry Tough starting here against Chris Newton. This is going to be an excellent match regardless. There's no titles on the line, but there is a huge chance for Stigma and Newton to pick up a title shot, and a knee there by Terry Tough. Remember, this is their wheelhouse, Apollo Nation's wheelhouse. They are tag team champions. Chris Newton and Stigma have never teamed together before. They've been in matches against each other, but never been on the same side. Terry with the waistlock. That backbreaker. And Newton holding the back of his head there. I think he may have connected it really badly. Off the ropes. Oh, Terry, did he kind of forget what was going on? Oh, super kick. And an uppercut by Newton. That's all Newton needs, half a second to pull off a super kick. He can hit those super kicks from a variety of directions. Going for DDT. Terry Tough reverses. His head somehow switched sides under the arms there. Threw Chris Newton off a little bit. Irish whip into the corner. Chris Newton in his corner. And Terry Tough showing no fear of Stigma, who's towering over him over here. Kick to the leg, and now taking super kicks away. There for the clothesline. Into the corner, and this is where the Hollow Nation are so dangerous. Chris Newton cannot afford to get in that corner and let them get those double team moves off. Nice reverse DDT. Stigma with a super kick. Sorry, Chris Newton with a super kick. Using those Nikes to advantage on his feet. And at the moment, Chris Newton just can't get himself going in this match. I say, give him time. And here comes the tag team move. Terry Tough's been trying to do that for a few minutes. Double team, double shoulder block. Mason Luther. Oh, wait a minute. Chris Newton kicking Terry Tough, and Luther. He's kicking both of them. Kick to the head by Luther. Everyone's kicking everyone. Stigma feeling left out over there. He wants to get her to kick. Oh, what's Luther doing? Spin kick by Luther. Sized it up perfectly, and pushing his forearm into the Chris Newton's face. Newton kicks out. Ladies and gentlemen, remember Mason Luther and Terry Tough at Homecoming will defend these tag team championships against both the Uncanny Valley and Fish and Chips in a triple threat ladder match. So pinfalls and submissions don't count. You have to retain your belts by pulling them down from above a ladder in the first ever ladder match in SVW history. And he stops here by Chris Newton. And you have to feel if the Apollo Nation could walk out as champs there, then people will start to take them seriously. Into the corner. Stigma hasn't been in yet, but he's going to come in now. Wait, what's this here? Double team move? Wait, what's Stigma and Chris Newton? Have they been planning? I think Stigma... the big splash on the leg. The tequila sunrise. Wait, what's Stigma doing? Oh my god, Stigma's just hit his teammate. Oh my god. Was that on purpose? Surely it was on purpose. Like I say, I'm as confused as you to why despite the tequila sunrise there, Terry Tough. Oh, super kick by Stigma. And like I say, Stigma, ladies and gentlemen, attacking Chris Newton, who is now back on the apron. Newton has not showed any offense by this. Maybe a heat at the moment. Not entirely sure. Maybe that's their game plan. Maybe they're psyching each other up by beating the crap out of each other. Who knows nowadays, eh? Stigma in control though. Chris Newton not showing any offense taken. Terry Tough with the run up into the corner. Stigma with a boot. Uppercut blocked. Like I say, a tag title shot on the line if Stigma and Chris Newton can win this. Remember, Stigma picked Newton as his partner, not the other way around. Stuart Keane said Stigma could pick his tag team partner. And Stigma's going to drop Terry Tough on the top turnbuckle. Terry buckle into the corner. Foot stomps. This crowd getting mental when those foot stomps come along. Stigma may be looking for a tag here. And he does. Kick to the back. Christian going for the pin right in front of Apollo. Right in front of Mason. Mason didn't attempt to save his teammate. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. Double team move by Apollo Nation. They know what they're doing. They're not silly. Pulling Chris Newton to the outside. First, I'll go behind by Newton. Maybe looking for that clothesline, and he hits it. Turning Terry inside out. Arm breaker. Elbow. Into the apron, face first. Ladies and gentlemen, Apollo Nation, despite the fact that Newton and Stigma are very solid singles competitors, Apollo Nation are holding their own. I'd say it's their environment. They are tag team specialists. They're the tag team champions for a reason. Right hand, and look at this. Going for a yeet punch here by Chris Newton, playing to this crowd. Chris Newton will be looking to becoming Homecoming King at Homecoming. He's got to go through Colt Crimson, Impact Legacy, who we will hear from later tonight. Oh, there's a tag. There he runs in. Oh, kick to the ribs. Irish whip. Yeah, so here we'll be going up against Colt Crimson, Impact Legacy, and Hunter. The debut in Hunter last week, successful in his qualifying match. Oh, wait a minute. Luther went for a springboard, and I think Chris Newton super kicked him out of midair. He hit him in the head that time. That was a very unique counter there by Chris Newton. I don't know if he got all of it, but Mason definitely got some contact. Irish whip into the corner. Terry Tough just returning to his corner now. Luther going for using that amateur wrestling background to his advantage. Side dash and leg sweep, rolls over all fluent into a series of punches. Into the corner. Oh, wait a minute. Chris Newton takes Terry Tough out. Terry Tough was trying to low bridge him. He reversed it. Mason Luther going to drop Chris Newton on the turnbuckle face first, right in front of Stigma as well. Luther off the ropes, misses. Good move there by Newton to move out of the way. I think he saw that coming. And Newton's going to let Terry Tough tug in. Oh, wait a minute. Terry Tough's busted open. Newton busting open the youngster of the Apollo Nation. Going for a power slam. Stigma tags him. Oh, wait a minute. Terry Tough's up and Stigma's like, hang on a minute. A running knee and another knee. 2 knees to the face. Put him into the corner. And again, Stigma runs Terry's face into that turnbuckle. He's already bleeding. Trying to wide up Mason Luther, I think. Terry in, but clothesline by Stigma. The SVW champion going haywire on our SVW tag champs here. Look at this move. Facebuster maybe. Let's go for a submission now. I think he was trying to make him tap out, but it's going to take a little bit more than that to do that. Stigma with the Irish whip. No reversal into the corner. Wait, what's this here by Terry? Well, we know what he's doing here. We've seen it before. That springboard leg drop. Like I say, Stigma has no chance but to hold on for the shit the sheer fact he could fall on the back of his neck if he doesn't. Kind of puts you in the position for that move. Here comes another tag team move. Simple move here. Punch to the ribs. Mr. Luther. I think Luther may have been looking for the complete shot there, but he didn't manage to pull it all off. Into the corner. With a big splash. No, Stigma puts his boot up, even though the cameraman didn't catch that. The turnbuckle was in the way. Goes for the boot. Misses. So I think Stigma may have attempted a bicycle kick there, the spinning kick. But Luther moved into it. Again, showing his technical prowess. The ring awareness of where to be to counter these moves. It's phenomenal. A series of elbows. Now keep the big man down. Luther may be looking for a springboard here. We don't see this often from Luther, to be honest. He's going to springboard in with a blockbuster, and Stigma just moved out of the way and let him roll through. Spinning boot. We're going to have the winners here. No, Terry Tough gets in. Stigma, I think he was trying to go for Terry Tough then, but realised that he's not the legal man. Stigma might be looking for that crucifix bomb. Is he going to spin it? No, he just throws it, Razor's Edge style. Are we going to have winners here? 1, 2, no. Tag team wrestling is a chant here. Stigma and Chris Newton are doing this with aplomb. Oh, reversal by Luther. Right hand misses. Super kick by Luther. Oh, wait a minute, Chris Newton's in. Oh, knee by Luther. Did Chris Newton... Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I turned away for a second there. I heard the noise behind me. Did Chris Newton hit Stigma there when he came in? I could be wrong. I know Stigma did it to Newton earlier. Stigma doesn't show any anger though. Like I say, I think this might be something they have between them to get each other pepped into the match. Oh, wait a minute, Stigma. Oh, reversal here by Chris. Oh, nice German release. Huge German release by Mason. Into the corner. Oh, no. Over the ropes. Terry Tough with the right hand. Or more of a forearms. Go for that DDT off the apron. And Newton to the outside. And oh, there's a CTH. Chris Newton with the CTH. A spear named after his children, Corey, Theo and Hunter. It's a... Oh, and a crossbody. No, wait a minute. Missed it because Stigma into that cutter. That spear is so lethal. Goes for the super kick. Maybe the Beckham... Bend it like Beckham. Terry Tough. Like I say, he'll take a count-out win if he can get it. At the moment, Stigma and Chris Newton are dominating this match. Well, Chris Newton with a series of finishing moves. The CTH just being one of them. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Oh, wait a minute, Chris Newton into the corner. Oh my God! The Mancunian. Is that the Mancunian Destroyer? It could be called the Mancunian Destroyer. Everyone has their own version of it. And Chris Newton might be looking for the Cantonar here, which is this corner kick. Oh no, blocked by Terry Tough, right hand. Terry in with the spinning headset. Oh, into the Bulldog. He calls out the Tough Tiddies, that move. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, but that is what he calls it. Series of moves back and forth here. What a sequence by these two. Phenomenal match. Chris Newton with the elbow. And go for the German, sorry, the waistlock go behind. Bulldog reversal though. Ladies and gentlemen, I may be mistaken. Oh, Newton here. There hits the blockbuster. Sorry, not Newton. Luther hits the blockbuster. That could be enough. 1, 2, no. I am mistaken. That corner kick was not called the Cantonar. That's the running spear from the corner. It's called the Cantonar. So bendy like Beckham spin off maybe. Such a great flurry of moves. Oh, wait a minute. Terry Tough just punched Mason Luther. I don't know if that was intentional. Luther was running Newton to the corner, but Terry Tough hit Luther. Luther just gave a little side eye to his teammate there. He's not happy about that. Into the corner again. Right hand by Newton, and here come those strikes. Go for the foot stomp. Oh, kick to the back. This has been a hell of a tag team match. Running knee by Luther. So if the tag champs can knock off Luther, these two, that would be a phenomenal result for them. Stigma breaks up the pin. Here comes Terry Tough. Like I said, they seem to be on the same page. Terry Tough did accidentally hit Luther a moment ago. Like I say, though, we've seen Newton and Stigma hit each other a few times. Super kick, uppercut. This has been a hell of a match. We've still got 5 more to come. Into the corner. Elbow. Newton in with a clothesline. This Newton got him next, up his sleeve. Technically, his metaphorical sleeve. He's not wearing a t-shirt. We're going for that clothesline again, and I think Stigma was about to try and stop Chris Newton from doing that. He got pushed off the apron. Here comes Luther. The tag champions taking control. Newton's in a bad place. He might be looking for that complete shot. If he can hit this. No, it's a reversal by Luton. And the complete shot's what won them the titles in the first place and has helped him retain on several occasions. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the Mancunian Destroyer for the second time. And Terry Tough's going to get in and break this up. Referee, come on. How do you expect him to win this match? Well, Stigma's coming in now. Chris Newton making the tag. Oh, reversal by Luther. Running boot. Luther with a waist lock. Go behind. What a bang of the match this been. We're entering about our 19th minute here so far. There we go. Luther drop on that top turnbuckle. There's a stomp. What's Stigma doing here? Rolls in. No, running knee. Thought he was going to cannonball there for a second. Irish whip. A reversal again. There's a lot of reversals in this match. Oh, wait a minute. Luther going for a belly to belly. If he could throw Stigma, this is impressive. Look at that strength. Stigma, the SVW champion, flying halfway across the ring with that move. Stigma into the corner. No, reverse. And again! The right hand by Tony. He actually hit Stigma this time. Running boot and Stigma's busted open. What a tag team match this has been. And now Luther's going to go for the blood. It's going to make the cut worse. Big red target on the head of the champ. Remember, if Mason Luther pins Stigma, he's pinning the SVW champion. He is not going to let that lie. And I bet you Apollo Gabriel won't either. Well, kick by Stigma. Running super kick. Luther runs. No. Here come those kicks, and that spinning forearm is coming. There it is. Where's Stigma going now? Stigma going up top. That was a very long way. Wait a minute. No, Tony. Oh, Terry, come on. Terry's pushed Stigma off the ropes. Stigma have recovered before Luther, though. Into the corner. Irish whip. Elbowed by Stigma. Clothesline, no, misses. Running boot, misses this time. Look at these strikes by Stigma, so powerful. What a match. I've said it multiple times. It's never going to be changed. Oh, wait a minute, look at this Stigma coming out of the corner. And Luther seems terrified there. Superman's forearm. Stigma out to the outside. And another reversal. So we haven't seen many tag team moves from Stigma and Newton. The one we did see was Tequila Sunrise, and that's when Stigma actually hit Newton after the move. Nice belly to belly throw again by Mason Luther. This has been a phenomenal match. And so these men, hopefully no damage is going to be done to these men with Homecoming 2 weeks away. Remember, not next week, the week after. Homecoming takes place on 25th of August. Stomped here by Stigma. Phenomenal. Going for the pin. That could be enough. Mason Luther looks exhausted. 2. No. Stigma can't believe it. He knows he has to do a little bit more though, because this is the tag champs we're talking about. Into the ropes. No, again into the corner. Every time the Stigma tries to put Luther in that corner, he reverses it. And he's going for a third belly to belly. There's only so many of them a human body can take. Not that I'm saying Stigma is completely a human. I'm not even a 2 count. Stigma kicking out with authority. Into the corner. The tag champs. Oh no, elbow. Stigma coming out of that corner strong. Into the corner this time. Stigma taking his time. Gonna look at tag maybe? No, just a straight right hand to the face. Elbow. Irish whip. Right hand. And the blood and the welts on Stigma's body. Obviously Stigma more paler than most. You can see the welts. Oh my god! The Dead Reckoning neckbreaker. And Mason Luther is now busted open. And we know what Stigma's lining up here. That spinning running boot. Oh, and Mason Luther moved. Again, a champion's pedigree here. Luther exhausted. You can see him, look, he's not even hitting Stigma right now. Goes for a super kick and only just got it. Stigma looks exhausted too. Going for the pin. 1, 2, no. And Luther believes that should have been 3. He's putting his fingers up. Our referees can count, ladies and gentlemen. Going for the power slam into the fireman's carry, into the Samoan drop. What strength by Mason Luther. Pinfall. Sorry, tag, not pinfall. Terry Tough, wait a minute. Going for the right hands. Where is he going for here? Stigma, what a reversal for the big man. Oh, elbow to the face. And so Stigma is bleeding heavily. What's Terry Tough going to do here? Into that cutter. We saw that earlier on the outside. Terry Tough lining up the SVW champion for something. Runs in. I think he was looking for the tough titties again. Oh, wait a minute. Stigma going for the crucifix bomb. We saw this earlier. Is he going to win the match for his team? He's not done. Terry Tough might be out here, but I think Stigma made a mistake there. He should have made a tag. Stigma's refusing to tag Chris Newton. I don't know if that's a miscommunication between them. Nice elbow. But that could be enough. And now Luther's going to break it up again. This referee needs to start interjecting here. Can't keep breaking up pinfalls. Chris Newton. And there's a CTH again. Newton's not done. Maybe looking for the Stratford end here, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe to put the exclamation point on this match. And he is looking for the Stratford end. There it is. 1, 2. And Chris Newton and Stigma are your new #1 contenders to the SVW Tag Team Championships. What a match that was. Stigma looked like he was out of it for a bit. He was in the weeds for a while. And Apollo Nation keeping the champion at bay, to their credit, in a phenomenal way. Holy crap, what a match. There's the CTH. She hit 2 of those, one on the outside earlier. Actually, no, he hit one in the ring earlier as well. And then the Stratford end was what ended it. Chris Newton winning the match for his team and securing a tag team championship opportunity for both of these men. Congratulations to Newton and Stigma. At one point we thought they weren't on the same page. Stigma did actually attack Newton following a tequila sunrise. And if I remember rightly, I think Newton returned a favour to Stigma. But I was unfortunately being very unprofessional. I'm not paying attention, ladies and gentlemen. But congratulations to Chris Newton and Stigma. They are your winners here tonight. And they are now contenders to the SVW Tag Team Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, up next it is Indi Lashley versus Victoria Rose. If you were here last week, a bit of history. Indi, Ashley Owens and Blaze were scheduled to face off in a Homecoming Queen qualifier. Indi was left backstage beaten and battered, taken away on a stretcher. Victoria Rose was her replacement, a decision made by Stuart Keane nonetheless. However, there's a lot of growing rumours that Victoria Rose was the reason that Indi Lashley was laid out. So Indi, against medical advice, is here tonight to fight Victoria Rose. I don't know if this is sensible on the part of Indi. Ashley Owens is supporting her friend in this endeavour. But ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be very, very personal. Let's go down to the ring. So ladies and gentlemen, a lot of personal feelings in this match. So ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder here, there's absolutely no proof that Victoria Rose actually attacked Indi Lashley.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, accompanied by Owens, representing Legacy from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Lashley.
There is no cameras backstage where Indi was attacked, which is probably why the perpetrator did it. So this is all going off a hunch. And like I say, Indi is not 100% clear to compete here tonight, so she has signed a waiver. SVW is not responsible if she gets injured in this match. Remember, Victoria Rose was in that triple threat match instead of Indi last week. This is her first solo match in SVW. And well, from what we've seen so far, she's going to be very impressive in this ring. However, this is about vengeance for Indi, although it might be unwarranted. To assume this woman attacked you and have no proof, I don't expect it from Indi. I thought she's more of she had more integrity than that. But when a woman's angry, when she's been attacked, she needs to take her anger out on someone. So Victoria Rose here making her way to the ring. Like I say, Rose was not pinned in that match last week. Ashley actually pinned Blaze.
And her opponent from Rome, Italy, Victoria Rose.
And this crowd are crazy for Victoria Rose. And like I say, from what we've seen so far, she is very, very technical, very sound, a decent striker. I mean, those boots alone, wrestling in those is quite the skill itself. But Victoria Rose, quite unique in the way she approaches things. Her outfit, nonetheless, is also pretty unique. So here we go. And Indi Lashley with boots of Victoria Rose. And Rose has actually not said anything about attacking Lashley. She hasn't denied or accepted the fact that that's the case. I mean, she doesn't feel she has the need to explain herself. She was put in the match by the general manager, but Indi could face the wrath of Victoria Rose here. And those forearms to the face to start with. Remember, Indi is a striker too. Oh my God, Victoria Rose is busted open. Indi has made this very personal very quickly. Oh, Victoria Rose with the elbow. Rose runs in. Lashley has busted this woman open with some strikes. Hard way. Referee's going to try and get in there, and oh my God, Victoria Rose is injured. So Victoria Rose is not unlikely to sit and take this though. Goes for the knee but misses. Maybe she's got blood in her eye. Indi Lashley busting open this woman with some strikes. And like I said, this match is not even a minute old yet. And Indi, look at this shadow boxing. Chop. Here come those strikes. Victoria Rose hasn't got a move off yet, really. Indi telling Rose to get up. Indi off the rope with the axe handle. And you see Rose's face is busted. She also might have a black eye there too. And so Indi went straight in with the punches and the kicks. Victoria Rose, like I say, she won't lie down to take this though, that's for sure. Blocked by Indi. At the moment, Indi's got the momentum. Victoria Rose with the elbow. And her face is a mess at the moment. And a German snoopact into a bridge. A snap German, actually. A quick lift over there. And an elbow by Indi. And again, Victoria Rose so far just has no response for this. What a clothesline by Indi. Like I say, Indi is not 100% fit, but you wouldn't think it looking at what she's doing here right now. Victoria Rose is in a bad way. Ashley Owens is just staring the whole through Victoria Rose. Remember, Ashley went straight after her. She had the same conclusion as Indi last week. She thought Victoria Rose was taking advantage of her friend's injury, and she let her know it in the match. And again, every move that Victoria Rose does, Indi blocks it. Here come the kicks. And the STO on Victoria Rose. Rose with a kick. Rose with a chop. Rose into the corner goes Indi. It's Victoria Rose going mind here. Going for a power slam maybe. Oh my god! Speared her into that turnbuckle. Remember, it's the head injury that Indi has after the attack last week. We saw that broken bottle on the floor. We believe we were told she was struck from behind with that bottle. So any head injury she picks up here today could exacerbate things. Rose off the ropes, and there's a kick to the head, and you know Rose is going to focus on it. It's like a big red target. You can't ignore it in a wrestling match. Rose with a vicious kick and a clothesline by Rose. And now Indi's taking those shots to the head. She's slowed her momentum down a little bit. And a poison one. Oh my god. Indi landing on that head again. And you can see her hands go up. And Ashley's getting up on the apron here, but nothing she could do about it. Super kick. Rose off the ropes. What's she looking for here? Oh, beautiful cutter. Again, aiming for that head. And like I say, Rose feels she's a victim here. Like I say, she hasn't answered, or feels she has to answer the accusations against her. And Indi's come out here, all guns are blazing, and busted this woman open with no evidence whatsoever. Indi scoops up at Victoria, power slam to the mat. And now Indi is looking for something. She might be looking for that running knee if she can hit this. No, Victoria Rose with a drop toe hold. And again, Indi landing on her head. I mean, she put her hands out to stop the fall, but whether that's actually going to stop the damage or not. Nice leapfrog. And a power slam into the Mikinoku driver. We saw that last week. Beautiful move from Rose. Into the corner. Rose runs in. The spin kick. And we know what's coming next. She's going for that somersault knee drive into the back of Indi Lashley. Victoria Rose using her agility to her advantage here. Although Indi has reversed that Irish whip. Indi going to put Victoria Rose up top. Rose kicks out of it though. And another reversal. Rose turned around. What's Indi going mind here? Well, she's going to run him into that turnbuckle. The ring post. Shoulder first. And Indi going to alley-oop. Victoria Rose out of the corner. 1, 2. Rose kicks out. And again, Indi somehow has to question what she's doing here. I mean, I'm an unbiased commentator, but even I think this is pushing the boundary. Indi runs in, clothesline, elbow. And as I say, Ashley Owens, the fact that Ashley's on board with this as well is surprising to me for these two ladies. Victoria Rose is up, and there's a running forearm. Indi may be looking to finish this. Rose might not even be in the same postcode at this point. What's she going to do? Drops her on that top turn, on the top rope. Where's Indi going? Indi's got something in mind. I can see Rose's blasted face. Look at the blood and the bruises. What's Indi going mind here? Indi off the rope with the axe handle. Rose avoids it. Right hand. Oh, wait a minute. We're about to see a punch out here. And I know Victoria Rose is a striker, but can she afford to go toe-to-toe here with Indi? That remains to be seen. Let's have a look. Punches. Victoria Rose is holding her own here. So the fact Indi's not 100% complete, medically cleared to compete, is a testament to her abilities here. I'd say every shot to that head, though, is an accident waiting to happen. I'd say she signed a waiver. SVW can't be responsible for any damage Victoria Rose does here. And these punches are not going to do any favours either. That right hand there by Rose. And for the German suplex. Oh my god! The half Nelson suplex. Dropping Indi on her head. And Indi just ragdolled there. I don't know if you saw it. Although Indi has reversed this Irish whip. Victoria Rose is trying to get her into the corner for something. I'm not sure if it's another one of those Inziguris. Look at that. Hooking her leg. Oh, Rose blocks it. Oh, wait a minute. Headbutt by Indi Rose into the side suplex. I think Victoria Rose might be out here. We saw this attempt earlier, but again, Victoria Rose has blocked it. Scouts it. Saw it coming. What's Victoria Rose doing? She's signaling she's going to end this here. Oh, she missed that spin kick there. She was looking for that again. Oh, takedown, and here comes the Rose forms. That submission hold, Indi's neck twisting with the head injury. Can she afford to stay in this move? Indi might need to tap out here. Indi's holding on. She is a submission specialist. She knows how to get out of these moves. And there it is. Oh, nice drop toe hold. Indi with a fire woman's carry. What's she going to do here? Oh, wasteland slam. And like I say, could the third time be the charm? She's tried this knee twice. And Victoria Rose has avoided it. And she's avoided it again. And you can see the blood now starting to pour on the canvas. Victoria Rose's blood is on that mat. What's Rose doing here? Look at the blood on her face. It's insane. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God! The 450 Swanton. 1, 2. Oh, a kick out by Indi. How was she kicked out of this? Surely or purely on instinct. I'm not sure how Victoria pulled that move off. That was a thing of beauty. Oh, and there's the leg breaker. Into the submission again. Another Rose Fawns. And this time Indi's got to be out. There's no way she's getting out of this. Or is she? Indi's in trouble. Indi is tapped. Victoria Rose picks up an impressive submission win here, but was any of this necessary? You see all the blood on the ring here. So from the beginning, Indi busting Victoria Rose open. Look at that, that's a clothesline there, and Rose in mid-air connected. And here is that phenomenal moonsault, or somersault, or backflip, whatever you want to call it, from Victoria Rose into the knees. And like I said, the blood all over the mat just indicates just what Victoria Rose went through here to win this. What a match this was. And Indi had it, I thought she had it once, twice, but she just couldn't hit her finisher. That running knee to the face. And in the end, it was a second attempt at the Rose Fawns. Indi had no choice but to tap. Our second ever submission win in SVW. And look at the state of Victoria Rose's face. All this for a potential rumour. That's all I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen. Victoria Rose, she comes to SVW expecting violence. And she got it here tonight. Look at the blood. Congratulations to Victoria Rose. She picks up her first win in SVW. But I don't think we've seen the last of these two ladies in the ring together. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, it's personal, it's familial. It is nephew versus uncle. It is Tyler Kruz versus DJP. 2 out of 3 falls. Remember, DJP beat Tyler Kruz in their first match and then attacked him after the match and put him on top of, or threw him on top of a ladder. Tyler Kruz has not forgotten about that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go down to the ring. This match is going to be violent. You thought we saw some violence in the previous match. This is going to be even worse. We've still got our trio of main events to come, ladies and gentlemen. We've still got Prim versus Princess Noir, Skoob versus Switch for the YouTube Television Championship, and we've also got, which is up next, House of Soul and Pokiday taking on Alice, Blight and Blood Moon. Ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm that after this match we will hear from Impact Legacy. He's got a promo to cut before his match at Homecoming. And ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm that the match between House of Soul, Pokiday, Alice, Blight and Blood Moon is now going to be an elimination hardcore match.
The following is a 2 out of 3 falls match, making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Devil, Prince Tyler Kruz.
So ladies and gentlemen, yes, the match between House of Soul, Pokiday, Alice Blight and Blood Moon is going to be an elimination hardcore match, so no rules. These ladies can do whatever they want to each other. That's going to be interesting following this, but Tyler Kruz is ready for his uncle to come out here looking for revenge after what happened in their previous match. DJP with no morals, throwing his nephew on top of a ladder. Tyler Kruz had to spend last week rehabbing. But he's going to get a chance at revenge here tonight. But House of Soul and Pokey versus Alice Blight and Blood Moon in a hardcore elimination match. That is definitely going to be interesting. It could steal the show. In a show full of awesome matches. So DJP looks ready for action. Remember, he came out first the last time. He's now coming out second, but
And his opponent from the United Kingdom, weighing in at 245 pounds, the real deal, DJP!
this is 2 out of 3 falls. You can't beat your opponent just by pinning them once. You have to pin them twice to win this match. And like I say, this is going to be violent. It's going to be brutal. That's how we like it here at SVW. So ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Kruz versus DJP. Congratulations to Victoria Rose for picking up her first win in the last match. And DJP in with the neck breaker. Immediately working on that injured neck, which was injured when Tyler went on top of that ladder. Remember, those ladders made of metal, made of steel. There's no giving them when you land on them. Right hand by DJP. Tyler Kruz is not going to take this line down, but he's going to have to get better than this if he's going to come back into this match. Great clothesline. And a power slam here. So we might be seeing the absolute dissolution of BSS here, British Strong Style. They are one of the better tag teams in SVW because their only tag match, they've actually won it. They've never been defeated in tag team action, so maybe this is a waste of a tag team, but this is what they wanted to do. What was first competitive has now become very personal. Oh, Tyler with a clothesline. Out of nowhere there. Like I say, Tyler would be loved to pick up the first win here. He said it in he was asked about it backstage. We didn't catch the interview, but Tyler Kruz said that he would love to pick up the first win because it puts the pressure on his uncle. It makes him make mistakes. It's a sound strategy if he can get it. Even if it's a count out, remember. It's 2 out of 3 falls. It could be count out, disqualification, pinfall, or submission. Tyler here trying to keep DJP at bay. Maybe that's what he's trying to do here. Oh, wait a minute. He's not going for a pole driver out here. He is. He is. Oh, my God. Well, he got thrown on top of a ladder. I'd say turnabout's fair play there. Into the commentary table. I think Tyler might actually be trying to go for the count-out win just to get that first fall. Actually, puts that pressure on DJP early. If he's going to get it, he can't go out and break the count. DJP is up. He's not going to get the count out here. So look at those kicks. We're going for another pole driver, but DJP reversed this one. Oh, kick to the head. Running boot. Ladies and gentlemen, despite the action in the last match, I can confirm that Indi Lashley is not any worse off than she was last week, which is good to hear. She took a lot of shots to the head and neck in that match, nonetheless tapping out to Victoria Rose as well. Indi Lashley and Ashley Owens, though, said they are not done with Victoria Rose. So, ladies, if you're going to make a vendetta against someone, at least get some evidence first. Power slam here by DJP. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. DJP running into the corner. Tyler's lined up for something here. No, Tyler with his boot. Tyler runs in. Maybe too fast. Full on to the back. Oh, look at this. Got the hammerlock on here and dropping him on that arm. Tyler bounced his head off that mat as well. Foot stomp. Right hand. Oh my God, what a right hand. That absolutely decked Tyler Kruz. Runs in with the elbow. Tyler Kruz moved. Wait, what's Tyler doing here? Look at the springboard kick. Oh my God, what a move. Tyler's leg might be caught in those ropes here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's going on there. Tyler an elbow tie up. Shrugged off, but another one. Tyler with a back break, a back suplex. Oh, wait a minute. Tyler was going to try and go upstairs, and DJP was not letting it happen. Tyler to the outside. Remember, it's not any falls, so no falls yet. It's 2 out of 3. No one has got a fall just yet, though. Into the, he was trying to run into the barricade, but DJP tripped and slipped. And Tyler is mocking his uncle here. I don't know if this is wise until you've got at least one fall under your belt. That's all what DJP can do to you if you get cocky. And there he goes, throws him across over the steps. Didn't hit the steps on the way though. Wait a minute, underhook into the DDT on the floor, and DJP's busted open. We knew it was going to be violent. DJP busted open. Tyler is not feeling any remorse for this. What's DJP doing? He's taking Tyler into the ring. Well, an 8 count, but Tyler, this is going to be broken here. Right hand. Axe handle. DJP going for a pin. Not sure if he's going to get Tyler that quickly. No, 1 count. Not even a 1 count. Tyler runs in, running heel kick. Pinfall attempt. 1, 2. Ooh, that heel kick hit him right on the injured head. Tyler nearly had it there. Well, he had 1 fall anyway. Crowd trying anywhere, not worthy. It's been a solid match so far. And a pop-up knee. And DJP just collapsed. No, he's rolled over. Irish whip. Off the rope. Goes for the pop-up. Misses. Reversal by Tyler. Right in with the boot. Misses. These two men know each other so well. Avoiding each other's moves. Elbow. Snapmare by Tyler. A punch here by DJP. Oh, wait a minute, DJP. Oh, the return to sender, and Tyler's now busted open. The Postman's finisher here. 2 kick out by Tyler. The Postman, remember, has handed this to certain wrestlers on the roster. He was the trainer for a number of them for a start. What's DJP doing? DJP's removed that turnbuckle. I don't know if the referee's seen it. Look at DJP mocking Tyler, and now Tyler's mocking DJP. A pose off here. DJP's going after Tyler. And Tyler with a sling blade. Off the camera there. He was baiting DJP in. And DJP, oh, he nearly hit that the ring post, but just glanced it and ran past. The turnbuckle's still exposed. Referee has not seen it yet. Tyler to the outside. Wait a minute. Running heel. Oh, no, running knee. Oh, and a knee to the leg. And like I say, if you can't walk, you're going to find it difficult to get back in the ring. 2 count. Misses. DJP with a scoop. And he's going to drop Tyler on that barricade. And at the moment, both these men are bleeding heavily. It could come into play at some point. Into the ring post for DJP. You saw the LED boards break there. Look at those white panels. DJP's head. His bald bonce did that, ladies and gentlemen. Clothesline to the back. Referee's on a 7 count. Tyler might be aware of that. Is he going to take DJP back in the ring? He is. He doesn't want to win it by a count out in the end. Now the referee spied that turnbuckle. Into the ropes. Tyler with a pop-up knee. Off the rope with a moonsault. He misses it. How did he miss that? There wasn't much range he needed to get. Referee's put the turnbuckle back on. There was this Tyler here. Oh, side suplex. Beautifully done. Referee needs to get out of the way. Tyler with a drop kick. DJP blocked it. DJP with a scoop. No, Tyler reverses into a reverse DDT. And Tyler's been working overtime here. He's reversing everything that DJP's throwing at him. And a clothesline. And again, catches the leg. Looking for that leg sweep. Yes. Tyler exhausted here. Like I say, with the blood loss as well. 2. And Tyler picks up the first win. As I was about to say, with the blood loss as well, it's only a matter of time until these men just can't answer a count of 3. And it just happened, literally as I said it. Before I said it. DJP is 1-0 down. And like I say, this is what Tyler wanted. He wanted to pick up the first win. He wanted to pick up the first fall. One boot. Tyler in with the sling blade. What's Tyler doing? He's lining something up. DJP back in and misses the kick. Off the ropes for DJP. Drops down. And goes for the elbow. Oh, wait a minute. Walks straight into that. And this is the move that busted DJP open. That underhook DDT. Off the ropes. Tyler with the drop kick. Again. It's scouted by DJP. DJP, wait a minute, goes for the end of... Oh, the return to sender again. 1, 2, and DJP has leveled it. It's 1-all. Crowd chanting one more time. Oh yeah, I don't know what Tyler did there. It looked like he just collapsed. And DJP's going to take advantage of this. Look at the strength. Tyler up in the suplex, and DJP's going to just let him fall in a second. There it is. And all the blood rushed to the head. DJP off the rope with a big splash. Knees up for Tyler. Tyler with a running knee. There's Tyler lining up here. Look at this. He's pointing. Oh, he changed his mind though. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. Reverse power slam. Oh, kick to the head. DJP runs in, but again, Tyler reverses it. These two men know each other so well. What a match this has been. Off the ropes. And Tyler needs a bit more... Get a bit closer. Look at these punches. Straight out of the boxing gym. And the referee's in the way. I think he was standing on his throat there. A 5 count to play with. I say it's 1 apiece at the moment. Tyler picked up the first fall. DJP leveled it moments later. Whoever picks up the next win, the next fall wins. Oh, stun gun of sorts. DJP dropping Tyler on the ropes. DJP may be looking for something here. What's he got in mind? For fireman's carry. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Military press. No. Tyler reverses. 1, 2. Oh. If DJP was getting cocky there, may have come back to bite him in the worst way possible. These punches and kicks here. Series of chops and punches and kicks. Tyler with a massive combo. Tyler telling DJP to get the hell up. His words, I heard him say a second ago. Off the rope with the clothesline. Can Tyler level the series between these two? DJP won the first match. He might be about to win this one here. No, Tyler with the right hand. And another sling blade. Like I said, the longer this match goes on, the more blood loss. The worse this is. Kick out by DJP. Tyler in the corner. What's DJP got in mind here? Runs in. Clothesline. Tyler telling TJ... Oh, DJP telling Tyler to get up, and Tyler was right there to respond. And a pop-up knee to the ribs. And Tyler's done that a few times, but never followed up with anything. What's Tyler got in mind here? Tyler off the rope with a forearm, misses. Irish whip. Reversal. Dropped down by Tyler. Tyler with a running forearm. Where was this? What a moonsault by Tyler Kruz. Is that enough? 1, 2. It is. Tyler Kruz has leveled this series. It is 1 apiece. 2 out of 3 falls goes to Tyler Kruz. What a match that was. There's a clotheslines here. Like I say, Tyler getting it back into the match. Fantastic match. This crowd stunned into silence. They're exhausted after what they've just seen. And like I say, Tyler Kruz picked up the first win there. Moments later, like I say, he hit that DDT, but DJP wouldn't level it to make it 1 apiece. And then Tyler here with the moonsault off the top. Best moonsault ever, as some people call it. And he calls that the Kruz missile. He's picked up the win. Well done, Tyler Kruz, and you can see how happy he is. Look how happy he is. He's ecstatic that he won here tonight. Fantastic match. So, ladies and gentlemen, well done to Tyler Kruz, but between the two, between the nephew and the uncle, it is 1 apiece. And DJP is nowhere to be seen this time. So Tyler is not going to attack. He's not going to attack his uncle. He's got more decorum than that. So congratulations to Tyler Kruz, who picks up a huge win here tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, up next we will hear from Impact Legacy. He has quite the promo for us here tonight, apparently. So let's not dilly-dally. Let's get over there straight away.
Sexy crumpet. Sexy crumpet.
I suppose there's no easy way to say this, so I'll just say it. It's time for me, Impact Legacy, to hang up the boots. This wasn't the ending I imagined. There are some things going on in my personal life that need me more than wrestling does right now. And as much as it hurts to admit it, I know this is the right decision. Wrestling has given me memories I'll carry for the rest of my life. I've laughed, I've fought, I've probably annoyed more than a few people, and I've met some bloody incredible people along the way. Stuart Keane will handle my spot in the Homecoming King match at Homecoming. I trust him to make the right decision. Shame. I was looking forward to being your King Crumpet. So yeah, saying goodbye hurts. But this isn't really goodbye, because apparently I have commitments at ILW, and the board decided the world still needs Impact Legacy, just wearing considerably fewer wrestling boots, and probably a sexy suit. So while one chapter closes, another one begins. I've got a new job, a bright future, and the frankly enormous responsibility of becoming ILW's sexy crumpet manager extraordinaire. And you know what? I'm actually really looking forward to it. Thank you for everything. The boots might be retired, but my legacy is written. Goodbye and farewell.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think any of us was expecting that announcement. I'm shocked and a little bit sad. Impact has been a member of SVW since day one. He was integral in the process of getting SVW started. Yeah, this is going to take a lot to process. Ladies and gentlemen, Stuart Keane will announce the plans for Homecoming's main event. Obviously, Impact will be removed from that match. due to his personal issues. He will have a huge announcement next week on SVW about the plans for Homecoming. Yes, this is a loss to SVW. Impact, we wish you well in your future plans, but unfortunately we have a show to get on with here today. Sexy Crumpet, Crazy Crumpet, Impact, we're going to miss you, buddy. So, ladies and gentlemen, up next, it is a match that has been changed on the fly here tonight. It is a 6-woman trios tornado tag team hardcore elimination match. That's a lot of words to remember in one sentence. But ladies and gentlemen, these 6 women are going to be in the ring all at the same time. The chaos is going to be off the charts. Let's not linger any longer. Let's get down to the ring and see what these 6 can do. Hopefully they'll all be able to make it to Homecoming. So yes, none of these ladies are scheduled for next week's show. But that doesn't change anything. This is going to be brutal because these 6 ladies have been very personal with each other recently. And ladies and gentlemen, last week we saw the House of Souls trios entrance and their quad entrance. So when 4 of them come out together. Tonight, we're going to see their duos entrance with Kirsty Keane and Daniel Whitney rushing down to the ring in the way only they can do so. Here we go. Daniel Dynamite and Kirsty Keane, ever quick, ever fast, ever high flying. They're ready for action tonight, and I'm not going to lie, this is a match that's very, very exciting to look forward to because their tag partner tonight is not one of the House of Soul members. It is our pure women's champion, the Puerto Rican princess, Pokiday.
Making her way to the ring, representing the Union from Puerto Rico, the Pure Women's Champion,
Oh, the commentator nearly got it right. Like I said, they've been calling Pokiday Superstar for the first few weeks. They managed to get her name almost right here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, Pokiday makes her way to the ring. And this is what happens when you put Dream Team members together. Pokiday and the House of Soul. A match made in heaven, maybe. Only tonight will tell. But this is a combination of 2 matches from Homecoming. Remember, Poki facing Alice Blight in a steel cage for the Pure Women's Championship. And House of Soul taking on Blood Moon in a summer street fight. So this is a combination of that. And hopefully these ladies can still make it to Homecoming. Because as I say, this is a tornado tag elimination hardcore match. So all 6 ladies in the ring at once. This is going to be brutal. So here comes Alice Blight for the opposition. You see Poki and House of Soul in the ring already waiting. So Alice Blight gets a shot at the Pure Women's Championship come Homecoming. I say, her husband, conspicuous by his absence, Brian Adams. Remember, he has that SVW Championship shot in his pocket for whenever he wants it outside of Homecoming, obviously. We expect to hear Brian Adams utilise that at some point in the future. So here comes Alice Blight. Again, the commentator's still too scared to say her name. You've seen the havoc she's wreaked on SVW. Nonetheless, with the 3 ladies in the ring before her. Obviously, Pokiday is new to this, but Alice Blight and Kirsty Keane went head-to-head at Genesis. Alice Blight has been on the nerves of House of Souls with Daniel Dynamite, Lex Adams, and Hayley Hamilton. So there's no love lost between these, but recently Alice Blight and Daigle Barker have formed a union of sorts, a loose union. Daigle costing Kirsty the match at Genesis, remember. So there's a lot going on in this match, lots of personal feelings. But there's only going to be one outcome, and it's going to be absolute chaos once we get into this ring. There's weapons, there's no rules, there's no disqualifications. You can do whatever you like in this ring. So Alice Blight ready for action, as always, playing mind games before she gets to this ring. So we've still got her teammates to come yet, and if you want to talk about mind games, Lilith and Daigle have that in abundance. Also, not to mention the fact that Lilith and Alice Blight actually share an entrance, which is unusual in wrestling, but they share an entrance because they both have a fondness for the darkness, so to speak. And here comes the other part of this equation, the other two members of the 6-piece puzzle, Daigle Barker and Lilith. And we saw Lilith take on Hayley Hamilton last week, and she pinned Hayley Hamilton before they realised that Daigle had given her an unfortunate assist. Therefore, match was restarted, and Hayley did walk out the winner, but Lilith was not happy about that, and you can imagine she's not going to let that slide. Tonight's not the night for that. These ladies got ready for homecoming. Lilith's theme song. Again, we're going to put up Frost graphic right now, ladies and gentlemen. Lilith's theme song is also going to be on Volume 2 of SVW The Music. Remember, the first volume dropped on Friday. Volume 2 drops in a couple of weeks. Daigle Barker, Lilith, Dead Spirit. There's going to be quite a few bangers on that. That's that album when it's released. Remember, Pokiday is on the first album. Daniel Dynamite and Kirsty Kino are scheduled to be on Volume 3. So these albums are coming out in due course. You can listen to your very favourite SVW songs on Spotify in the coming weeks. And until then, you can watch them all on YouTube. The link in the little graphic below. Frost Valentine on YouTube. She uploads an SVW song once every 5 days or so. She's on a bit more of a catch-up at the moment because she's releasing the pay-per-view themes. So if you want to hear your favourite songs, go over there and have a listen. And again, the commentators still too scared to say Blood Moon's name as well. It's like saying their names curses them or something, you know. But this is going to be violent, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen a bit of bloodshed already here tonight. This is 6 of the best in SVW. Look at them all. Look at Pokey and Kirsty and Daniel standing right there. Alice over in the corner. These ladies are going to ruin each other in this match, and I cannot wait to see this. Here we go. Oh, Pokey straight in on Alice. And Daigle with a mandible claw on Kirsty. Straight out of the box. And wait a minute, Pokey off the rope with the elbow. It's going to be hard to keep track of, ladies and gentlemen, so I do apologise in advance. Alice going straight out to get a weapon by the looks of it. Maybe not. Oh, wait a minute, Alice goes in. Looking for the Sister Abigail. In homage to Bray Wyatt. Daniel throws her over the ropes. And there might be a divide and conquer here for the House of Soul. Or the team of the House of Soul and Pokiday. Oh, wait a minute, Daigle with the mandible claw on Pokey. Daigle trying to end this early. Lilith's got a bag of thumbtacks. Pokey's out, but Daniel saves her teammate. Remember, it's elimination rules. You have to eliminate everyone in the team to win. Daniel Dynamite. Wait a minute, I'll be looking for the Dynamite cutter. Look at that springboard cutter. There it is. There's a bag of thumbtacks in the ring. It hasn't been emptied out just yet. It's there, though. Shoulder block by Danielle. And now Pokey's going to get those thumbtacks, and here they come. The crowd going crazy for this. Lilith going for a power bomb. Oh no, a release bomb on Danielle. Pokey with the drop kick and the enziguri. Oh no, she landed on the thumbtacks. In for attempt on the outside. 2. And Alice is out. So Alice Blight has been eliminated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Falls Count Anywhere. I did not realise that. I do apologise. This match was changed on the fly. They're really going all in here. Alice Blight has been eliminated. Going for attempt on Daigle. I don't know, Pokey was trying to break it up there. Pokey runs in with the head scissors on Lilith. Pinfall attempt. But if I remember rightly, Alice was and there's a light tube. Kirsty just whacked it over Daigle's head. Alice took 3 finishes before she was pinned. Pokey and House of Soul combining beautifully to get her out. This match might not last as long as I thought. Danielle and Pokey double teaming Daigle. Kirsty and Lilith over in the other corner. And Kirsty into the barricade. Super kick by Danielle. Oh, wait a minute. No, Lilith with the power. We saw this last week on Haley. Referee, well, it's not illegal in this match, but Poki's floating. Oh, my God. Well, if you got the power, use it. Why not? Kirsty runs in. Daigle blocks it. And look at this. You can see the mist coming out of Lilith there when Poki was punching her. Kirsty with the face buster. Oh, wait a minute. Lilith. Oh, my God. Poki throwing Lilith into the ropes and clotheslining her on the bounce back. And now Danielle's going in on Lilith. You hear her saying, that's for Haley, you son of a bitch. The daughter of a bitch, whatever you want to call her. Nice moonsault by Danielle. This is going to take our face buster on the outside. And this match is primarily taking a place on the outside at the moment. What's Danielle going for here? Danielle, no weapon. Kirsty with the firewoman's carry into the face buster. Danielle's looking for something. I don't know if she can find what she's after. Oh, she's got for another bag of thumbtacks. Oh, and Lilith. Sorry, Poki busted open. They go run in and whacked her with something. It was off camera. Poki in a bad way. And like I say, Blood Moon are on their own at the moment because Alice has been eliminated. Look at this head scissors here by Danielle. Antiguri. Like I say, House of Soul put their cards out early. Oh, and Lilith off the ring post. Kirsty busts Lilith open. Like I say, Lilith and a cutter by Kirsty, but she hit the ring post on her way around. There's a pinfall there. I don't think anyone got pinned. It was a 2 count. This is chaos. They're all attacking Daigle Barker in that corner. And Lilith now. Sorry, Lilith. Daniel Dynamite's going into the ring to put more thumbtacks into this equation. And you see her gingerly checking her foot. I think she might have injured her foot. Another bag of thumbtacks. Kirsty getting another light tube. Oh, and another light tube breaks over Daigle's head. Lilith into the barricade. Daigle might be in trouble here. Wait a minute. I don't think Danielle meant to do that. Daigle up. Daigle into the ring. No, maybe not. She fell over. You see Lilith busted open badly over here. Where's Poki going? Wait a minute. Poki's just running around the ring. She's having fun. I'm not entirely sure what's going over there with Lilith and Daniel Dynamite. I think Daniel Dynamite's got a submission on him, a cattle mutilation on Lilith here. Had to get a different angle for that. And a dragon cutter on Daigle. Pinfall attempt here, and Lilith is gone. Daigle's on her own here, and I don't think she's going to be able to win this easily anyway. The numbers game ganging up on her, and this is what happens when you piss off the SVW locker room. Clothesline by Daigle. Lilith is out of here. Oh, Poki's got a barbed wire baseball bat and she just hit Daigle with it. So House of Soul and Poki, they have a game plan and it's working to perfection at this point. And a dragon cutter by Kirsty Keene. And that'll be revenge. Wait a minute, Poki broke it up. Everyone wants a piece of Daigle. So stopping him from getting a pin at this point. Facebuster on Daigle. Daniel with the Dynamite with the baseball bat. Daniel going for the pin. Maybe that's enough to put Daigle away. It is. House of Soul and Pokiday pick up a very, very quick win. But ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the revenge they were looking for. I say Lilith, Daigle and Alice, when you piss off the locker room, this is what happens when they gang up on you. But like I say, game plan out of the box. They have all hit Alice Blight with their finishes. It was off camera to the left. I managed to see some of it, but getting that numbers game advantage is what turned this match around. Like I say, Poki then pinned Lilith, as you just saw there. And Daniel Dynamite with that barbed wire baseball bat, eliminating Daigle. Clean sweep for House of Soul and Poki. So, House of Soul and Poki head to Homecoming with momentum here. What a match that was, ladies and gentlemen. We still got 3 more. Sorry, we still got 2 more to come. So ladies and gentlemen, up next we will hear from Krystal Meth. Her friend Miko Kamatani was taken a couple of weeks ago. We haven't heard from her since. This is now a legal matter, but Krystal is doing her best to get her friend back. So ladies and gentlemen, here is Krystal Meth.
You know, I had this whole thing planned. Homecoming queen. Big smile, bit of a swagger, a jolly piss up after. Tell every woman in that tournament exactly why I'm going to walk in there, knock them down one by one, and leave with that crown on my head. But that was before Miko disappeared. And now, none of that feels quite as important anymore. Miko, wherever you are, if you can hear me, if you can see this somehow, I'm coming for you. I don't know where you are, I don't know what was done to you, and I don't know for certain who took you. But I've got a fucking good idea. Victor Y. Sterling, Patrick Bateman, Bruce Wayne or cunting Prince Charming, whatever you call yourself. Now, I know what they're going to say. You can't prove that. You don't have proof. You cannot possibly know. And they're right. I can't. So I'm not standing here accusing anybody. I'm not going to pretend I've got evidence that I don't have. But Victor, if you do know something about where my friend is, if you've had anything to do with her disappearing, then you'd better pray somebody else finds her before I do. Because there's the law, there's SVW, and then there's a pissed-off Irish woman whose best friend has gone missing. And trust me, lad, you'd much rather deal with the first 2. But SVW, forgive me, because before I bring Miko home, I've got something else I need to do. I'm going to homecoming, and I'm going to become homecoming queen. Not because I need a crown, not because I need somebody to tell me I'm fucking posh or need 6 poodles. I'm doing it because I want every woman watching from Ireland, Japan, America, England, wherever the hell you call home, to know something. SVW doesn't belong to one country. It doesn't belong to one kind of woman. We came here from every corner of this world, carrying different flags, different accents, different stories, and we're still standing in the same bloody ring. So I'm going to win that crown for every international woman who packed her bags, left something behind, sacrificed for a chance at greatness, crossed an ocean or crossed a border, and decided, yeah, I belong here too. And most of all, I'm winning it for you, Miko. Because you should be here. You will be here again. And when I find you, when I bring you home, I want to be able to look you in the eye, put that ridiculous crown on your head for 5 minutes, because I know damn well you'll steal it anyway, and tell you that while you were gone, I never stopped fighting for you. So whoever took my friend, enjoy the silence while it lasts, because I'm going to become homecoming queen. Then, I'm coming to bring Miko home. And if anybody decides to stand between me and her, well, they just made the biggest fucking mistake of their lives. This one's for you, Miko.
Heartfelt promo there from Krystal. It's not hard to say I've got a tear in my eye after that. Friendship is something that is often overlooked in SVW and in wrestling in general. You got to remember, these ladies and gentlemen are on the road pretty much 24/7 for their careers, building their legacies, building their careers. Friendships are born. I mean, it obviously goes the other way sometimes too, but friendships are born, and this is a prime example of this. Miko, you're not alone. Come back to SVW safe. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is our main event of the evening, our men's main event of the evening. It is Switch versus Skoob for the SVW YouTube TV Championship. This is going to be a barnstormer. Who's going to walk out as champ? We're going to find out in just a moment.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Television Championship.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this match has been building for weeks. Remember, first of all, it was a face-to-face conversation backstage. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this match first, it was a faceless and wordless confrontation backstage. It then escalated to Switch issuing an open challenge to anyone on the roster, the answer of which was given by none other than Skoob here. And like I say, Skoob cut a promo from his home last week, which got a little bit personal. So this is Skoob's first title shot in SVW. This will be Switch's second championship defense of the YouTube Television Championship. He is very surprised that no one else has asked for a match. After this, if Skoob isn't successful here, there is a chance that other people will step up. So here comes Skoob, the alpha male, the bearded alpha, the one, the second cornerstone of SVW. He's got a plethora of nicknames. Nonetheless, without this man, SVW would not exist today. We've said it before, Stuart Keane, Skoob, the Postman, and myself, Nigel Montgomery, the four reasons that SVW is on this planet. Like I say, Skoob is one of the reasons. Went to bat for us, takes part in creative, trains the wrestlers. His moves can be seen in other wrestlers around the company. We have a debutant in a couple of weeks' time who was personally trained by Skoob. So Skoob is very much the DNA of SVW. But here tonight, it's not about the training. It's not about the backstage. It's about winning a championship. And like I say, Switch will not want that to happen, that's for sure. Switch is a fighting champion. Like I say, he's been champion for a while now, since beating Brian Adams in that epic feud that they had a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months back. So here comes Switch, and as you can see, this crowd very much into him. He's a very popular wrestler. Skoob has just ducked out of the ring now. So here comes Switch. Our SVW YouTube Television Champion. And as you can see, Switch has got this crowd behind him, that big rapturous applause when he came out here. But this is probably going to be Switch's toughest challenge to date. Skoob has got at least 4 inches on Switch. Not the type of inches Skoob alluded to last week in his promo. We're talking about height here. Like I say, what Switch did with that cute waitress is none of our business. It's his personal life outside of SVW. The Skoob took a dig at that in the promo last week, and Switch, I have heard, is personally offended by this. But then Switch turned it around and said he didn't expect anything less. From, and I quote, Groucho Porks here, from a lone emo bitch, I think is the words he used. Groucho used those a couple of weeks ago. Switch was happy to quote Groucho and give her credit for that. But the fact that he said the fact that multiple people have addressed the fact that is Skoob's character just as a testament to the man trying to get a rise out of him. Like I say, Switch has not paid attention to Skoob. He has not even looked at him. He is here to defend that YouTube Television Championship. So here, this is what it's all about. A beautiful red belt. Let's go to the announcers for the introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, Skoob! And his opponent, weighing in at 228 pounds, the television champion, Rich!
So Switch is looking ready for action here. I'd say he knows this is going to be a tough one. As we've mentioned it multiple times before, we've got a WWE official for this match. Charles Robinson himself, one of the legends of WWE refereeing. And I'd say it's an agreement we had with WWE after the Elimination Chamber, or the Lockdown Chamber agreement back in August. Sorry, back in June. But here we go. Skoob runs, straight in with the Newcastle football slide, he calls that. Taking Switch straight down, and Switch is going to have to be on his guard here. Skoob is not a slow man for someone his size. Switch maybe looking for that clothesline already. We've seen him do this before, and he's hit it straight away. I'd say Switch can't afford to get into a power game with Skoob. He can't afford Skoob to use his speed either, and Switch is going to have to use his technical prowess here, his striking ability. Running boot by Skoob. And as Skoob said, the bearded alpha. Oh my god, the Newcastle destroyer. Oh, a spin kick here by Switch. I'd say the bearded alpha versus the Southampton striker is what Skoob called this match. He called it a prize fight, but it's probably going to be more like a massacre. And at the moment, it's a little bit balanced, but Skoob hitting some big moves out of the box. Switch cannot afford to allow that to happen. Nice slingshot there, though. Remember, Skoob has so many ways he can hit you. He can fly, he can wrestle you to the ground, he can make you submit, he can do that. Football tackle, like kick to the leg. And like I say, Switch has to be on the guard for the Scuba-Man punch, the pop-up Power Ranger bomb, and that lethal spear. And now Scoob's laying into Switch. You can expect to see this. The element of brawling that Skoob brings to his game. Switch with a kick to the ribs. Maybe looking for a power driver here or a power bomb. And they're going to drop Skoob on that top turnbuckle. Face first. And Switch is going to run in. Oh, tries to run in a knee. Misses. Skoob blocked it. Right hand. I don't know if getting into a punching match with Switch is a good idea. Skoob is good at the old striking himself. But like I say, he's called the Southampton striker for a reason. Remember, Switch has said as if he does lose here tonight, not that he expects to, that he will issue his rematch clause on the SVW Television Championship. So we'll see what happens, but Switch is inviting Skoob to strike him more here. Right hand. And here come those punches. Both men laying into each other here. Who's going to win this fight? Oh, both men stunned. Both men avoiding a punch of some kind there. Irish whip. Skoob onto the apron. Blocked. Switch going for the arm breaker. Maybe going for the... There it is. The hammerlock clothesline. And the hammerlock lariat. Skoob straight back up. So I don't think Switch expected that. Skoob going for a suplex. Into a Falcon Arrow. Almost a Falcon Arrow. 1, 2. Switch kicks out. Like I said, the last time we saw Switch was in that epic battle with Basham the Butcher a couple of weeks ago, where he retained. But in a bloody, violent match. Oh, beautiful back suplex. Kind of more of a side suplex, the angle he got on that. What's Switch going to do here? Switch going for that clothesline again. Hits it. So YouTube Television Championship. Switch is the second champion to hold it after Brian Adams, who won it the inaugural on the first night of SVW. Switch has held it since he defeated Brian Adams weeks later. Skoob with a slam. Skoob telling Switch to get up. What's he looking for? Maybe the Superman punch? Maybe, but he didn't get it. Power slam. Skoob going up top here. And we don't see this often from Skoob. The middle ropes maybe, but not the top. Skoob going for here. Off the rope with a clothesline. When you got a 240, 60-pound man coming at you like that, 2 kick out by Switch. Skoob with that punch. He's done that a couple of times. He hasn't got anything out of it so far, though. And there's a Superman punch, but Switch avoided it. Into the GTS. Switch has hit it on Skoob. What a reversal. 1, 2. And Switch has done it. Phenomenal. Skoob made one mistake, and it cost him. The Superman punch missed, and Skoob got caught into the GTS. And that GTS has ended the match. Skoob is out. Switch remains your YouTube television champion. There it is. There's the Superman punch. And look at this. Straight into the GTS. Caught Skoob off guard. And that knee to the face was enough to put him out. 1, 2, 3. A phenomenal result for Switch, who retains.
Here is your winner, and still television champion.
So Switch retains in a phenomenal match. These guys weren't big from the outset, though. Ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Switch. He has just pinned Skoob. This is a phenomenal result for Switch. But who is next on his list? Remember, he's issued an open challenge to anyone on this roster. Who will be the next man to step up? Congratulations to Switch. So, ladies and gentlemen, the SVW roster continues to grow. Here is another coming soon video. Enjoy.
Come closer. There is nothing to fear. Listen carefully. Every angel has her song, and every song needs someone to hear it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Tara, very mysterious, coming to SVW very soon, I believe, after Homecoming. Watch this space. But yes, the SVW roster continues to grow. We've got some phenomenal talent in our roster. But speaking of Switch, we now go to his best friend, Prim, for our women's main event. It'll be Prim versus Princess Noir, sister versus sister. Remember last week, Princess Noir putting me in my place for correctly putting me in my place for calling her Prim by accident during her match a few weeks ago. I'll try not to do it here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but like I said, they're both in the ring here tonight. I did consider getting a new commentator, but no, I've got to accept my professional responsibilities. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Princess Noir versus Prim, first time ever. Twin sisters, one-on-one. Remember, Prim is the #1 contender to the Women's Championship. If Princess Noir can win here tonight, who knows what could happen. Let's go down to the ring. I say Princess Noir gave me a headache last week when she slapped me around the back of the head. So here comes Princess Noir with her beau Alec Noir in tow.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, accompanied by Alex, representing the Republic from Camelot, Princess Noir.
So Princess Noir making her way to the ring, Alec bouncing into the ring. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of personal history between the two sisters. As explained last week, Princess, sick of being compared to her sister Prim, sick of being confused for her sister Prim, and where I didn't technically confuse Princess for her, I did get her name wrong, so I do apologise for that. But this has been ongoing for years. Twin sisters. Prim has got quite the legacy. Princess Noir was trying to make her own legacy, but she's said multiple times getting out from the burden of her sister's shadow is a challenge, especially when people get her mixed up with her sister. And obviously former women's champion Prim, definitely a legacy to behold. So here comes Prim, who is, for the want of a better word, defending my honour in this match. I do appreciate this, Prim. It wasn't necessary, but appreciate it nonetheless. So here comes Prim. We saw Bekachu in that opening match losing to Selina Weaver.
And her opponent, representing the authority from
So Prim will face Selina Weaver for the SVW Women's Championship at Homecoming. She will be facing her in a 20-minute Iron Woman match. But before that match happens at Homecoming, it's undeniable the magnitude of this match we're about to watch. Like I say, two twin sisters, very similar in styles, but yet not similar at all. Like I say, Prim a powerhouse, Princess Noir more of a striker, technical wrestler, more speedy, but both women, there's no denying it, have got heart and fire in abundance. If they were a tag team, they would probably be women's tag team champions. I'm not going to dispel that thought. Maybe they can make up one day. Maybe they can get on the same page. Maybe they can coexist, but it's not going to happen in this match. Like I say, Prim coming out to defend me while Princess Noir was attacking me last week. So here we go. Princess in the purple, Prim in the green. Here we go. So Princess in and Prim with the bangarang. Oh my god, straight away starting. Princess tried to get the one up on Prim. Prim was ready for it though with the bangarang. And this is where the power of Prim is going to come into play. The speed of Princess is definitely going to become a factor here. And look at this, Princess trying to fight off the tensions of Prim here. Here come those kicks. Oh, stomp on the hand, and we know Princess can kick viciously. The Princess going up top. What's she looking for here? Wait a minute. Oh, I think she didn't realise Prim was up behind her. Should have checked the landing before she hit it. Princess over the top. It pushes Prim off. Super kick by Princess, but Prim just took that in the face. Or maybe she took it in the chest actually. A hook kick backwards there. And Princess with the arm drag. This is going to be interesting to watch these two ladies fight each other. Oh, wait a minute. Pinfall attempt and a kick out. These two twin sisters know each other so well. It'll be counter after counter. Nice kick there by Princess. Prim in with the right hands. This referee will give a bit of leniency to this match. Nice headbutt by Prim. Princess rolls out. Oh, Prim with the kicks. So she's not the only Princess, not the only one with educated feet. Look at this move by Prim. But no, Princess reversed it. Forearm to the face. Princess not allowing Prim to get up, but Prim will fight her way back to her feet. Oh, what a right hand. Prim going up to the middle rope. Went for the diving headbutt, but somehow missed that. She didn't get any angle on it. Here come those foot stomps. Ladies and gentlemen, Switch has retained his SVW YouTube Television Championship against Skoob in a emphatic display. I can confirm next week we're going to have an open challenge battle royal to determine who will be the number one contender to the SVW YouTube Television Championship the week after Homecoming. So we're going to have 6 men in that battle royal, and the winner will face Switch after Homecoming. Wait a minute, the Devil's Kiss here by Princess on Prim. Slamming Prim's head into the mat. Princess with a knee to the back of the head. And like I say, Princess keeping her distance from Prim. She knows how strong Prim is. She's not going to try and be in the way of that. Nice kick in a combination here. Look at that drop kick. Ladies and gentlemen, people think I hold a grudge against Princess Noir. I don't. From a professional standpoint, I got her name wrong, and even if she didn't have the issues that she has, it's still rude. Oh my god, look at that by Princess. What a way to get back in the ring. Skinning the cat, as it's called. Oh, wait a minute, we're going to get a punch out between these two sisters. Right hand and a chop. Series of chops back and forth here. Like I say, if Princess can knock Prim off, it does make you wonder what happens to the SVW Championship match. Women's Championship match. Could Prim be added to that? Could Princess, be added to that match? I've done it again. Sorry, Prim. These chops are continuing. And his sisters are just going to punch it out. It's like being back in their bedroom when they were 11 years of age. Both stunned. Oh, wait a minute. Prim went for a headbutt. Princess rolled it through to a super kick. The Princess just got stunned there by Prim. Prim just getting back up and a face buster by Prim. Prim going for the pin. Maybe a little bit too easy and lackadaisical, but she did it anyway. Got a 1 count. Oh, kick to the head by Princess. Kick to the head. Wait, Princess with that underhook suplex, but no, reversed in by Prim. Princess's legs are under the ropes, ref. Kicked out by Princess. Prim could be looking for that rise of Valhalla already. Is she going to hit it? She might do, and she does. Princess is down. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, no. Prim can't believe it. Thought she had it. Ladies wrestling is the chant. And ladies and gentlemen, we are proud of our women's division here in SVW. This has been a stellar end to a phenomenal show. And like I say, Bekachu and Selina started this show. The two twin sisters, Prim and Princess, are going to finish it in style at this point. Another facebuster maybe, yes. And Prim just using her power game here to overrule Princess. Princess in, went for the foot stomp. Prim avoided it. And another facebuster, that's 3 now. Headbutt by Prim, no. Princess avoided it, rolls through. Bridge is over. 1. Oh. Irish whip by Prim. Prim throws Princess over the top. And I was trying to figure out if that's a welt on Prim's face, but I think it's just her face paint. Prim gave Princess a chance to recover a little bit there before going out. Maybe her sisterly love is still there somewhere. Nice bulldog there by Princess. Referee telling these ladies to get back in the ring. They're just going to punch it out like they're in a pub on a Friday night. A Mikanoku driver by Prim. Foot stomp on the arm. This referee's counting quickly here. Surely this match isn't going to end on a count out. Referee needs to pull some leverage here. Oh, wait a minute. Princess going for the arm prettier. On the outside. Princess gets back in the ring. And so does Prim. Beats the count. I thought Princess thought she had it there. There's the underhook again, but again Prim reverses it. And the arms are hooked here. Arms are underhooked. Princess managed to kick out. Princess with the sweep. Wait a minute. Underhook into the jawbreaker. The eat defeat. And look at this move by Princess into a spine buster. And we said about Prim's strength. Remember, Princess does have some of it to her name. What's Princess doing? Runs into the corner. And a cannonball. And Princess, wait a minute, going up top. What's she looking for here? She's well away from Prim across this ring here. If she's going to hit it, she's going to have to drop far. And she does. Oh my God. Princess hit that from across the ring. How the hell is Prim still standing? Oh, wait a minute. Princess going for the coronation. Can she get her sister here? Prim down. 1, 2, and a kick out by Prim. And Princess can't believe this. Prim is still on her feet somehow. Princess playing to this crowd. Goes for the uppercut. Prim moved out of the way. Prim going for the waistlock go behind. Princess with the elbow. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologise if I've confused these names at any point. I think I did it once or twice. I didn't mean anything by it this time. Nice drop toe hold by Princess. Prim blocked it with her right hand. Oh, and a super kick to the back of the head. Prim was about to jump off the ropes. Princess stopped her in her tracks. And Princess mocking her sister here. Going for a power slam. Look Look at the strength of Princess just dropping Prim on that top rope. There's no way that's it. 1, 2. It is! Princess Noir has pinned the number 1 contender to the SVW Women's Championship, and this is huge. Princess finally getting some comeuppance for all of the years of pain that Prim has caused her, inadvertently caused her. Like I say, it's not Prim's fault. Like I say, reversal after reversal here. And I think this the coronation was what gave Prim the damage that that Princess needed to pin her sister. And Prim instinctively kicks out here. You see it just like a quick shrug. But then this guillotine just adding to the pain, and you can see Prim holding her throat as she rolled down. Pinfall attempt, and Prim was unable to kick out here. Princess Noir is the winner of this main event.
Your winner, Princess Noir.
So congratulations to Princess Noir. She has picked up the win over Prim here. But does that mean if Prim wins the World Championship at Homecoming, that Princess is first in line for a shot? Alec's enjoying this just as much as his beloved, shall we say, and a nice cuddle there for the end of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an absolutely phenomenal episode of SVW Sanctum. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been your host, Nigel Montgomery. Thank you for watching. As I say, this was a stacked SVW show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a part of SVW, you can be. The wrestlers here are based on community members. For example, Prim and Princess are based on one of our community members. She doesn't really have a twin sister, but this is the creativity we have here at SVW. So if you want to be a part of this, you can DM me on YouTube, you can jump into Discord, the link is on my channel. If you want to be a part of it, get involved. But if not, you're more than welcome to just watch and enjoy it like we do. But that's enough for me tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I've been Nigel Montgomery, and tonight, ladies and gentlemen, this has been SVW Sanctum. I will see you next week. Okay now, bye now.